Well, the all-important final of the Under-19 Division 1 Schools Rugby Sevens. Vidyartha College taking on D.S Senanayake College. What a final we have in our midst. It starts from zero for both these teams. And at the end of the next 15, beg your pardon, 20 minutes, we will have a new Under-19 Division 1 Schools Rugby Sevens champion. Will it be Vidyartha, who ended a dreamy unbeaten run of Isipatana, or will it be D.S Senanayake College, who denied St. Joseph's of a semi-final spot rather in the all-important cup final? Rain, as it has been the past 48 hours, doesn't want to be the one left out. Wants to make sure that it makes an appearance in every single game that we've played. We've had close to 40 games, not a single one was without rain. Massive row from the stands. Vidyartha College is truly the hometown school of this vicinity and the rugby grounds in Nittawela. Will have massive support. DS, on the other hand, have been the team to watch out for in the pre-tournament write-up as well. I mentioned DS could be one of those teams that can really spring surprises, and they have delivered. They've looked like the most structured team out of all the teams that we witnessed over the past 2 days, Laksisi. But Vidyartha's uncanniness, Vidyartha's desire to run from anywhere can come head-to-head with DS's structure and plan. We'll see who wins.
This promises to be an epic clash, Darshana. A final which probably no one predicted before the tournament began, but here we have Vidyartha against D.S Senanayake College. Here's the kickoff.
Vidyartha kicking the ball and straight away in on the act, manages to get the ball. Lovely jackling as well. DS guilty of holding on to the ball. Vidyartha looking to run. Kaluarachi. Now to Ratnayaka. A little bit of a fumble and lands on a DS player who makes it available at the back. Dangerous men for DS are Jayathu and Senaviratna, who are wearing number 4 and number 6 respectively. Here's Kaluarachi putting ball to boot. Kicks it high up. Jayathu with a little bit of a dummy. Almost goes to the touchline. Here's Vidyartha with an opportunity. Attacking the corner is the winger. Vidyartha College get the first score on the board through Deshan Balasurya. And Nittawela is alive. And the neighborhood and the vicinity must be wondering whether a candy game is happening here at Nittawela, as Vidyartha score the opening try of the final.
Deshan Balasurya scoring that first try of this all-important cup final in the second minute. Oh, Vidyartha, they can be such a dangerous side when they get room to run like that. Of course, with that angle, the conversion won't be easy. Here's the replay once again. Great effort, great support play, Sudarshana. Great piece of work. Deshan Balasurya had no one in front of him. He just ran with the angle and made sure he went over the line. Absolutely brilliant by the Vidyartha player to get the early lead for his team. So here's Vidyartha with the restart.
Again, a short restart is what's available. Massive fender from Senaviratna. But referee Abekon says wasn't on my whistle. Got to start stuff on my whistle. That's how we coordinate the clocks. But I hate to be in the shoes of the ground staff of Kandy Sports Club. They virtually have to work with a paddy full tomorrow morning. This time the restart doesn't find 10 meters. So that'll be a free kick in favor of DS. Here's Vidyartha to Piris. Looking for options around the Sudavatta. Hands inside that rock, and that's going to be a penalty in favor of DS. Piris takes it quickly to Sesanda. Inside ball to Sesanda. Looks for support. Man on the outside. Still going the Senanayakians. Now Piris. Space and numbers. Needed to cut back in, but decided to hold forward. Loses the ball forward. Advantage in favor of Vidyartha College, who are opting to go to boot every single chance they get. Good counter and good pressure coming in from Vidyartha. Here's D.S Senanayake, ball on the outside, slippery underfoot conditions. Tackler pushed away. Here's D.S Senanayake College running through for their first try, and that's the equalizer. 5 points all in this all-important cup final. DS skipper, the man touching down for DS.
It's none other than that man, isn't it? Sudarshana Dinupa just has been an inspirational leader throughout this season for D.S Senanayake College, and here he is leading his men against some of the top schools in Sri Lankan schools rugby, going head to head, and here they are in the finals, and they have made the score as well. It's all tied up in these finals.
5 points all. Conversion not successful. Take a look at this. No friction on the surface helping them. Vidyartha touching down yet again, like he has done throughout the tournament, throughout the league, and throughout the Knockouts Championship. D.S Senanayake were the Premier Trophy winners against Zahira College. Vidyartha letting the ball bounce into touch. Will be wanting to make sure that they get their rhythm back. Vidyartha is a team who loves playing open, fast rugby, loves to go from side to side. So the way to put pressure on them is to make sure that you hit them hard, try and break their first line of defense. A front peel for Vidyartha. Ball available at the back. Kaluarachi takes it quickly, the penalty. But referee says it's a loss forward. Scrum in favor of D.S Senanayake College. Will this be something that will come to bite them in the back, Vidyartha? Because keep an eye out on Jayathu Rajaratna. The halfback wearing the number 4 jersey. It's a real handful. A little bit of a confusion, and yes, Kaluarachi is the man that has been taken out, the halfback. Jaitu with the feed. Ball comes out for Sheshanda. Running through the middle is Vidyartha, puts the man in space. Menura Pereira duly complies to his captain's request. And just like that, DS now in the lead. 10 points to 5 with the conversion to come. DS making Vidyartha pay for that mistake. They got a penalty. Could have gotten away with from their red zone, but made the unforced error, have been made to pay with 5 points.
Yes, now coming back to Dinupa Senviratna Sudarshana, they had to commit 2 players to get him down, so that's the area that created that space for Menura to go all the way. Here you can see that Dinupa Senviratna takes one down, the other one is also concentrate on him, so that's the reason why they had the room, D.S Senanayake College, to go over for the second try. Brilliant work from D.S Senanayake College in this final. Vidyartha College under the pump, under a lot of pressure, but here they are, Vidyartha.
On the short side, checks, offloads, need continuity. Hands, space on the outside, will he have the legs? Difficult to run on that side because it's become really muddy. Gets away from the first tackle, offloads. Lovely play from Vidyartha. This is what we like to see from the Tigers. Ball lost forward, so DS pounce on that, and they will look to try and capitalize from here. Here's Senviratna, the danger man. This time brought down. Loose ball, Jayatu sliding in. Need to let it go, and that's a penalty. Penalized for not releasing the ball. Plenty of Vidyartha lads. Jayatu gets a yellow card for dissent. He has no place to question what referees call worse. Thought about passing it out, and that is a brilliant turnover. Absolutely top-notch turnover. And Senviratna kicks the ball out. So going into half-time, 10 points to 5. D.S Senanayake College in the lead, but they will rule the chances of missing a man out. They will have to start the second half with the numerical disadvantage. This is going to be a very, very important passage of play for the complexion of the tournament and also to decide who will walk away as champions. DS down 1 man. Oh, wayward pass to no one, luckily for Vidyartha. There was no problem as they win back possession. And my boy, back of the hand pass in this rain. I don't think even Sonny Bill will try that. DS doing the right thing. They are playing as much rugby as they possibly can in the opposition half, which can make way for errors to happen from your opposition, which you can pounce on. Shehanda to Herat. Udavatta. Nishan Piris. Now change in direction. Senviratna to Pereira, couldn't collect it cleanly. Senviratna again shoves off the first challenge. Still on the move, Senviratna. Intercepted by a lad from Vidyartha. I think Senviratna didn't know who he passed to. All look the same. Vidyartha put in the ball to boot. Now it's a foot race. Tracking that for DS is Udavatta, but the tackle is good. Shoving him back into the in goal. That will be taken back. 5-meter scrum in favor of Vidyartha College, and DS are finally restored to their original number. Jayatu comes back. Ideal moment for DS to have their halfback in the scrum, otherwise they would have been under a lot of pressure. Well, now that's the first bucket coming into the ground so that the players can wash their faces. So much of mud all around the park. 10 points to 5. DS in the lead. We are in the second half of this final.
So it's time for the scrum. Vidyartha College will have the put into the scrum. Perfectly taken. Vidyartha, can they go all the way for the second try? Well defended by D.S Senanayake, but that's going to be a high tackle. Advantage given to Vidyartha College.
Vidyartha with a 5-meter penalty. Can they score from here? Opting to cut back inside, and here's Vidyartha for the try. Chetana Bandara touching down to make it 10-10. All square here at Nittawela in the final of the Under-19 Division 1 Schools Rugby Sevens 2022. 10 points all. 10 minutes on our clock. 4 minutes to go. Who will want it more? Can Vidyartha get in front with the conversion? Struck well, but doesn't have the direction, unfortunately. But here's how Vidyartha equalized. Through Chetana Bandara.
We have less than 4 minutes remaining, and it's all squared up here at Nittawela Rugby Stadium in the Cup Finals. Here's D.S Senanayake College.
That's going to be a penalty. He had no right to hold on to that ball. Vidyartha taking it quickly. Not 10 meters by DS. Vidyartha playing with advantage, trying to break the first line of defense. Onto the short side goes Vidyartha College. DS trying to bundle them into touch. Referee says play on. Now the ball in touch. In favor of DS inside their own, on the 22-meter line pretty much.
Now with less than 3 minutes to go, Sudarshana, it's fair to say if any of these two teams manage to get the score, that team will definitely have the advantage, have the psychological advantage as we move to the final stage of this game.
Oh, surely, but then just 5 points or 7 points is not going to be a very comfortable cushion, Lux. You see, that's something that you will worry about. Here's an opportunity for Vidyartha. Tries to put in the big fen, but the defense this time is good. Pressure coming in from the Tigers. DS inside their own 22. Need to be safe with the ball. Attacking the corners are the Senanayakins. Recycled. Look at the formation. They're taking the entire ground. DS Vidyartha to Pereira in the corner. Cuts back inside. Good defensive work by DS Vidyartha. They've been disciplined with their offside line as well. Jayatu now. Long cutout pass to Pires. Pires shows and goes into the 22 meters. Senanayakins now really threatening, but Jayatu loses the ball forward. That's a loss forward in what looked like a very promising run of play by DS. Now 13 minutes on our clock. A minute to go. Will we have a tiebreaker at the end of the cup final? We will have to wait and see. Everybody on their feet at Nittawela. Vidyartha with the slight home advantage. These are conditions that they are very much used to. This is a ground that they live and practice on. DS, on the other hand, what an inspirational performance it has been from the young lads. They aced segment B of Division 1, won the league, were the league champs alongside Zahira College from segment B, got the promotion, won the Premier Trophy as well. Here's Vidyartha running in from their 22 meters. That pass was bad, collection was terrible. Now opportunity for DS, just outside the 22 meters. They're having a midfield conference, deciding on what to do. If DS runs in for a try now, it'll be curtains for Vidyartha. Can Vidyartha hold on for just a little longer? It's going to be very, very interesting. Jayathu with the put-in. Keep an eye out on Jayathu because he can go himself as well. Jayathu draws and pass. Vidyartha, one man, and he drops it cold. Drops it absolutely cold. Sandaru Pereira. Has he dropped the cup? We will have to wait and see. That is full time, says referee Shankar Bekon. 10 points all. It's a draw after full time.
A fitting end to the tournament, isn't it, Sudarshana? It's 10-all. It's all tied up in this cup final between D.S Senanayake.
Oh well, as the tournament rules have been discussed prior to the game, at the end of the final, both teams will go home as joint champions, with the scores being drawn. Joint champions of the Under-19 Division 1 Schools Rugby Sevens 2022. D.S Senanayake College and Vidyartha College share the trophy. I think I couldn't have asked for a better result for both the teams. Absolutely brilliant stuff, and what an end to 2 days of top-notch rugby delivered here at Nittawela, and brings the curtains to what has been a very, very welcomed schools rugby season after 2 long years of absolutely no rugby. Here we are, drawing the curtain down on Under-19 Division 1 schools rugby. It's been an immense pleasure bringing you this updates, and also bringing you closer to the action of schools rugby throughout this entire year of